In the ancient kingdom of Eldoria, nestled between towering mountains and dense forests, there was once a trusted advisor named Forkue. He served King Alistair, a just and benevolent ruler, for many years. Forkue was known for his intelligence, strategic mind, and his silver tongue, which had won him the king's favor upon many occasions. However, behind that polished exterior, Forkue harbored ambitions that reached far beyond his role as an advisor. Unbeknownst to the king and the court, Forkue had forged secret alliances with neighboring rival kingdoms. His motives were complex, driven by both a hunger for power and a deeply seated resentment toward King Alistair. Forkue felt overshadowed by the king and believed that he deserved the throne or at least a substantial share of its power. The betrayal began to take shape when Forkue started feeding King Alistair false information about impending threats. He constantly exaggerated the dangers posed by other kingdoms, urging the king to divert resources and military strength in ways that aligned with his clandestine plans. The king, trusting Forkue's counsel, deployed armies to distant borders, weakening Eldoria's defenses without realizing it. Meanwhile, Forkue's secret allies began mobilizing their forces, preparing for a coordinated strike against the weakened kingdom. The constant state of alert and the diversion of resources strained Eldoria's economy and morale. Farmers struggled to harvest crops, artisans found fewer markets for their products, and the once thriving towns faced hardships. But the king remained oblivious to the true reason behind these troubles, still relying on Forkue's seemingly wise yet deceitful advice. The turning point came when Princess Elara, the king's niece, discovered incriminating letters in Forkue's private chambers. She had long felt suspicious of Forkue's intentions and decided to investigate when she noticed discrepancies in his reports. The letters detailed the plots and agreements Forkue had with Eldoria's enemies, revealing the depth of his treachery. With the evidence in hand, Princess Elara rushed to her uncle, presenting the proof of Forkue's betrayal. King Alistair, heartbroken and enraged, ordered Forkue's immediate arrest. The once revered advisor was brought before the king in chains. The court watched in stunned silence as the king read out Forkue's crimes. Stripped of his titles and honors, Forkue was sentenced to life imprisonment in the dungeons of Eldoria. His legacy, once that of a brilliant advisor, was now tainted with the stain of betrayal. King Alistair, while deeply wounded by the treachery of someone he had trusted so dearly, vowed to rebuild Eldoria's strength and restore the prosperity that Forkue's deceit had nearly destroyed. And so, the kingdom learned a hard lesson about trust and betrayal, one that would be passed down through generations as a cautionary tale.